Hi, curious people. Tesla AI Day. I have thoughts. Good progress, but a ton of work ahead for true level 5 autonomy. It's definitely a recruiting event, showing us some of their problem solving, making us want to help them solve their problems. First off, it really is amazing progress. From simple beginnings to where they are now. They started with a simple neural net, working on still images, and now they've moved closer to something more biologic, from V1 through V4. The move from basic camera-style geometry to a vector space, a conceptual idea space, is great to see. I say idea deliberately. That's what we call it in our own minds. We imagine the real world in our heads, and we imagine changes to it, and then we act. Thoughts on things left to accomplish for Tesla? Well, here's a fast 3. Multimodal sensory data will likely be required for self-driving. The car will need to read, and if it needs to read, it helps to be able to speak. So working with sound and audio communication are essential. Also, some more somatosensory skills would be good. It already has a sense of touch through accelerometers, but it may prove helpful to enhance that. Better modeling of road surfaces can happen through remembering. How rough or smooth was a road when I was there last? In the past. Should help for planning. That's how we do it. Remember where we were and how it was. Striving for neural net end-to-end as well is another thing. Sensory input all the way to planning. Don't drop out, ever. The second thing is intention. It's key. With huge sensory domains, living organisms need an attentional system to separate out what's important from the mundane and everything else that's in a current very complex sensory landscape. And the last thing is online learning. For humans, there's a feedback loop between experience, attention, and what's retained for long term. So planning new behavior is the basis of the entire purpose of a neural system, especially the neocortex. It may be way easier in the end to build a system that is like that rather than static based on rules and classical programming to control the car. This was evidenced by some of the examples they showed. With really complex edge cases, the Tesla AI has to train over and over and over to try to figure out what to do with that edge case. Even using simulation to overmodel. Humans, we solve this trick by constantly paying attention to what stands out and then mapping that new case to something existing if we can. And then that effort of attention tells us to remember it. Save those new connections to long-term memory. Think about the first time you see a deer cross a road in front of you. You get a good shot of adrenaline and you have to evade. Then afterward, you know to be vigilant and watch the sides of the road. This intense intention and that marker of it makes it so you only need to do it once. You don't need to overtrain. And for Tesla, I think this will be the case as well. This is where my own interest lies. And the robot blog project that I'll post in the coming weeks will explore what it means to have a robot and drive a robot and guide a robot with online learning in neural net only. Just like us. At any rate, they have a lot of talented people. I do hope that they recruit more through this AI Day as they battle through challenges and end up with a more biological approach, which looks very promising. Good on you, Tesla. See you next time, and keep creating.